Hey, Shalom. Give all praise, honor, glory to you. How about Shemi Awashai, by Shemi Dash. Double honesty, apostles, known as a great millstone, Shalom to the hopefully lit. So it's a rock 38 and 4. It says, The Lord had created medicines out of the earth. And what the heck? Come on, dude. The Lord had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. All right. So there's more to it. You read down. Um, I'll just read through some more of it. So it says, "Was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known?" Um, yeah, and that's actually something you could look up too. That you can take branches from certain types of wood and purify water with it, and the water will actually have, you know, come out and have a flavor to it, because it goes through the wood. It goes through like the cells and everything of the wood. It drips out the other side, and as it travels through the wood, it purifies the water. So yeah, that's real. It says he had given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works. With such doth he heal men and taketh away their pains. Of such doth the apothecary make a confection, and of his work there is no end, and from him is peace over all the earth. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord, and he will make thee whole. Leave off from sin, and order thine hands aright, and cleanse thy heart from all wickedness. It says, Give a sweet savor and a memorial of fine flour, and make a fat offering as not being. Then give place to the physician, for the Lord hath created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him. Um, so the medicines, there's created out of the earth. He that is wise will not abhor them. As your immune system is in your gut, and this food is death. And I'm probably gonna make a few videos like this and kind of keep updating it because my health has been in decline for a while now, and it's because having a careless diet, being lazy, eating shit that I shouldn't be eating, So, um, let's go talk to the AI assistant here, and I just ask it a series of questions here, and so this is a big part of my issues is my weight. So, it tells you in the scriptures that your body is a temple of Yahweh Shai, that, if you don't take care of it, the Lord will destroy you. Well, if you're eating this food, man, this processed shit, this fucking, all this, you know, BS, all these additives and chemicals and sugar and just, you know, shit that destroys you, like what literally causes, bone disease, cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, so on and so forth, man. All these different illnesses and diseases, heart disease, you know, fatty liver, bad kidneys, all that shit, man. Is from, you know, eating processed junk, sugary junk, drinking, sodas, sugary drinks, too much alcohol, so on and so forth, man. So you got to really be wary of what you're putting into yourself, into your body, because it's like, uh, you want to fill yourself with the best stuff that you can. You got to look at it like this is what I got to feed myself in order, to keep my engine running properly, man. So I did a video not that long ago about how I'm making these bulk. I cook like I got a pot of beans that I just made, big ass pot of beans, man, because I go through them beans quick. And then I'll have the beans, and then I'll make another bulk. I'll get a whole bunch of bags of I get a couple bags of frozen vegetables. Um, and put that into a big container. And then that's like the main thing that I eat now is just, and whenever I'm hungry, I just scoop it, bam, and heat it up, and then it's there. It's right there, ready to go. I don't gotta think about what I'm gonna eat, and it's very cost effective. Beans are cheap, man, and the frozen vegetables, a lot cheaper than fresh ones. And they stay good in the fridge and the refrigerator for, you make a big bowl of them or whatever, put them in the fridge and they'll last in there for up to 5 days. They say you shouldn't keep anything in the fridge for more than 5 days. So, but I usually go through the stuff before it could even get to day 3 or 4, or day 4, let alone day 5. You know what I'm saying? So it's just cost effective, and you know it's right there. So it's not like, oh man, I'm hungry and I ain't got nothing good to eat. All I got is like this junk, or I need to go get some real. I don't feel like going to the store, grabbing a bunch of stuff, cooking it, and so on and so forth, man. Whatever the case may be, whatever is a lazier option, easier option. So I mean, it's just convenient to do it like that. So that's what I'm doing, and it's caused a lot of changes already. Had to use the bathroom a lot, and then I felt cool for a while, and then the past couple days I felt like complete trash, man. But they say that's from your body detoxing and getting used to, not messing with the other stuff. So the main thing too is like my back pain has gone away pretty significantly. So a lot of good things. But I ask these questions because, as the scriptures say, and I've known these scriptures, you know what I mean? It's just, you have to apply them, you know? At the end of the day, that's where the power comes from, is applying the scriptures, man. Which if you haven't, then repent, and start working, start doing things to, turn it around, because it's about our personal relationship with the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and the Son. We got to build that relationship, and it's through works, it's through faith, through prayer, and, our actions and the things we're doing, the steps we're taking. All right. towards righteousness and living a life that's focused on applying the scriptures. So this is what I asked. It said, "The good bacteria fight against bad gut bacteria," which, like I said, your immune system and it's in your gut. So it says, absolutely, the beneficial or good bacteria are constantly fighting and protecting your body against the harmful bad bacteria and pathogens. This defense mechanism is one of the most important jobs of a healthy gut microbiome and is often referred to as colonization resistance. Here are the key ways your good bacteria fight the bad bacteria. So, competition for resources and space. The simplest and most effective strategy, think of your gut lining as a parking lot and the good bacteria as cars that are already parked there. Niche exclusion. The good bacteria occupy all the available space in the intestinal wall and attach themselves to the mucus lining. This leaves no room for harmful bacteria to latch on and colonize. Nutrient scavenging. Beneficial bacteria consume the nutrients like fiber you eat so efficiently that they starve the harmful bacteria, which also need these limited resources to grow and thrive. So, direct warfare, producing antimicrobials. Your friendly bacteria are literal chemical warriors. Bacterio, bacteriokins, Elsons, I don't know how to say that. Many beneficial bacteria like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium species commonly found in your gut and probiotics produce natural antibiotics called bacteriocins. These substances are specifically designed to kill or inhibit the growth of competing harmful bacteria. Okay, short chain fatty acids. When your good bacteria ferment fiber, which you get a lot from beans and vegetables, they produce short chain fatty acids such as butyrate. These compounds lower the pH level in the gut, making it more acidic, creating an environment that is hostile to many pathogens. Strengthening the gut barrier. The good bacteria help you create a physical fortress against invaders. Barrier integrity. They signal to the cells lining your intestine to strengthen the tight junctions between them. A strong barrier prevents pathogens and toxins from leaking out of your gut and entering your bloodstream. Mucus production. They stimulate the production of the protective mucus layer, which acts as a slippery shield and traps harmful microbes, allowing your body to flush them out. So, how do beans and vegetable diet help? Okay, the diet rich in beans and mixed vegetables is feeding the good bacteria exactly what they need to fight this war. Fiber is a prebiotic. The abundant fiber in your diet acts as prebiotics or fertilizer for the good bacteria, allowing them to rapidly grow, multiply, and outnumber any potential invaders. In short, maintaining a diverse and robust population of good bacteria is your body's best defense against illness and infection in the digestive tract. So, these bacteria that's in your gut feed off of the fiber that's contained within, the vegetables, which make them, able to produce abundantly and fight against harmful bacteria, which causes infection, disease, illness, so on and so forth. So I typed in, how does bad bacteria start to win and take over? So it says when bad bacteria, pathogens, or opportunists start to win, it's called dysbiosis, an imbalance in the gut microbial community. This takeover is rarely due to a direct massive invasion, but rather a combination of factors that weaken the defenses of the good bacteria and provide the perfect environment for the bad guys to multiply rapidly. Here are the four primary ways the bad bacteria start to win and take over. Starving the good guys. This is the most common and cumulative way the balance is disrupted. Lack of fiber. The good bacteria's food. The beneficial bacteria like Bifidobacterium and Lactobacillus primarily eat fiber, which they ferment into beneficial short chain fatty acids. When a person eats a diet high in processed foods, sugar, and saturated fats, and low in whole foods like beans and veggies, the good bacteria starve and die off. Yeah, so when you eat processed food and sugar and saturated fats, it directly feeds the illness, the bad shit. So feeding the bad guys sugar, many harmful bacteria thrive on simple sugars and refined carbohydrates. And that's like, of course, straight up sugar, but bread, um, pasta, white rice, potatoes, like starchy stuff, all that shit, um, you know, is they turn into simple sugars. So it says a diet high in these nutrients, so simple sugars and refined carbohydrates. A diet high in these nutrients acts as a fast track fertilizer for the pathogenic microbes, allowing them to rapidly multiply and overwhelm the diminished population of good bacteria. So, collateral damage, antibiotics, and drugs. Antibiotics are the most sudden and severe disruptors of the gut ecosystem. Indiscriminate killing. Antibiotics are designed to kill harmful bacteria causing an infection, but they are often broad spectrum, meaning they kill off large numbers of beneficial bacteria in the gut as collateral damage. This drastically reduces the overall diversity, the number of different species in your gut, creating an opening. The sudden clearing out of the good cars in the parking lot creates a massive amount of empty space and unused resources. This allows opportunistic pathogens such as C. diff or antibiotic resistant strains to rapidly colonize and take over the territory without resistance. And then stress, high levels of chronic stress, and the corresponding stress hormones like cortisol can directly weaken the intestinal barrier. A weakened barrier allows pathogens to get closer to the gut wall, so on and so forth. Poor sleep, alcohol and smoking. Excessive alcohol consumption and nicotine have been shown to negatively impact the gut flora composition, promoting dysbiosis. Food additives, emulsifiers, and preservatives found in processed foods can directly interfere with the mucus layer or alter the balance of microbes. And then here, exercise helps. This says moderate exercise like walking 30 minutes a day can have a positive effect. Fermented foods. Okay, the best way to get a wide variety of microbial strains is through naturally fermented fruits. Adding these to your diet. So these are where probiotics come in. Kefir, yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, the low sugar varieties. Uh, Minimize gut disruptors. You know, so limit alcohol. Alcohol consumption can negatively impact the gut flora and damage the gut lining. Minimize processed foods and added sugar. Be mindful of NSAID as over the counter pain relievers. Like ibuprofen or aspirin can irritate the gut lining when used frequently. And there's actually, I think it was called white willow bark that um acts the same way as ibuprofen or aspirin does. But it's an herb you can use. It's called white willow bark. So if you have like muscle pain or headache and stuff, and then just to add to it, garlic, which garlic is a big one. It says garlic contains natural fibers called fructans. These are non digestible by humans but are the favorite food of beneficial bacteria. So, garlic, so your immune system, your good gut bacteria loves garlic. So, lots of garlic. Eat garlic every day. Turmeric for anti inflammation. And so, ginger and cinnamon. So, I would say, like, the main herbs to eat. So, like, of course, make sure the diet's on point. Like I said, my main thing is beans and mixed vegetables. And then I'll add maybe sour cream and some other stuff, cheese, maybe some salsa, peppers. You can add things to it, eggs, meat. You really just want to stay away from the shit that's fucking killing us. That was made to kill us, made to destroy our fucking immune system. But these are the main herbs to add to it are turmeric, ginger, garlic, and cinnamon. So hopefully it's edifying, man, to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim Al Kakodash, double honor to the apostles, and others great millstone. Shalom to hopefully elect.